Wow.
All right, so welcome to Walker Field here at Ashland Middle School for a rare Sunday morning varsity baseball matchup.
Oh my
Your
God, they already started.
Ashland Clockers taking on the Bellingham Blackhawks, and we're underway. I'm Rob Silver.
I'm Hallie Silver.
Silver and Silver. Another rare treat as Bellingham first to bat. And that's one is handled easily by the center fielder. Matt Neal. Have to figure out these the numbers. I don't do a lot of games.
He's batting.
Now batting for Bellingham is their pitcher,
Swing and a miss.
Jake Houston. First up for Bellingham was Campolone. Quickly 2 strikes on Houston. On the mound today for Ashland is sophomore Max Dushny.
It's going to be a little high. It's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Clockers coming into this game at 500, 2-2. Bellingham 3-2. Off speed pitch, pulled foul.
Almost took out the first base coach.
Yeah, he seems pretty limber though.
Stay on his feet. He was quick. In the dirt. It's going to be obviously another ball, and that's going to be 2-2. Another high one, and it's going to have a full count.
Yeah, good job battling back from an 0-2 count. Full. Looks good.
It's going to be out to right field and easily caught by
Shea Donovan. Some good wood on the ball though. Both those first.
Yeah, not too
good
bad.
Contact. And now up to the plate is.
I was just thinking, I'm not sure I'd want to have my car parked back there. That can easily be just drilled by a ball.
It could. It could. Trying to think. I did one game here. There was a home run. It was left center. I'm trying to think who hit it. 2 years ago. Ashland Clockers coached by 9th year coach Matt Messer. Assistant coaches Andrew McKay and Steve Sarguso. Ground ball, easy play to third. Handled nicely.
Well, 3
and
out.
That was Troutman, Jake Troutman over third. Playing first today is Reardon. I'll have to look that up. So after a half an inning, 3 up, 3 down, it's 0-0. And leading off for the Clockers, it'll be
Shea Donovan.
Senior captain Shea Donovan. Shea played soccer and played football this year.
Did he?
Yeah, a couple of soccer players came out to play football because of the way the scheduling.
Seasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
How interesting.
So, yeah, was interesting. Shea Donovan had a big carry against, I think it was Norwood. Didn't see a ton of playing time. He was targeted a couple times, but great athlete. So as we warm up, Hallie, one of the things I wanted to talk about with people today.
Yep.
We have Shea Donovan leading off. He'll be graduating, heading off to Penn State. And we'll get to the others, but a lot of these people watching, playing, going off to school, freshman year. You just finished your freshman year
I did just finish my freshman year at the University of Florida, and I only have good things to say about it. And I'm sure all of these seniors are going to be very happy at the schools that they chose.
So think back to a year ago. Now, I know it was COVID, so it was a little different.
Yep.
But what were you thinking planning-wise? What would you say at this stage of the game, something you did, some helpful hints maybe that the graduating seniors?
I really just threw myself into it. I didn't do much prep. I'd be lying if I said I did.
Yeah.
And I think the best thing to do is really just go in with an open mind and just say whatever happens, happens. If you make friends the first week, you make friends the first week. If you meet them the last month of school, you meet them the last month of school.
Now, you didn't make any friends, did you? So if you have to wait a year, maybe the sophomore year.
Maybe you just don't make friends. No.
No, you made a lot of friends.
I made a good group of friends, a few in my sorority, but no one really cares about that.
Yeah, that's all right. So did you have so you have sorority, every school is different, but down south they do sorority rush first week?
Yeah, well, it's not all down south. Like I know the University of Miami, they did rush in the spring, so a lot of schools wait till the spring. I know Delaware waits till the spring.
And if you don't do it in the fall, do you have an opportunity to do it later?
Yeah, but the sororities that filled up first might not be rushing in the spring.
Okay.
And Shay Donovan's going to be starting it off with the Clockers.
Right, and that sorority information will be very helpful for Shay.
Yes.
So that's good. We got it in there. As we, at the top of the first. And it hit him.
Oh, wow. Not a great way to start off for the pitcher. Houston, we have a problem? Is it actually Houston?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jake Houston. What? No. First name. Yeah, Jake Houston's the pitcher. I thought it was.
Could have just made that up, too.
It's number 12.
I thought that hit him. Number 12's the pitcher?
Yeah, that's Jake Houston.
Okay.
Up to the plate now for Ashland is Cowan, otherwise known as 1-4. Hey.
Nice to see you, too. Pretty good, yeah. That was my athletic director, Mr. Marks.
Stephen
Just
Marks
saying hi to him.
coming over.
Swing and a miss.
Working 24/7. Sending me the lineups last night.
He's a great AD.
Yeah, this is Connor Cowan.
With 2 strikes on him.
Heard a run. First. Donovan on first. Center fielder under it. Donovan back to first. 1 down. Coming to the plate now is senior captain, the other senior captain, Matt Neal.
I actually believe he'll be playing baseball at Salve with Brandon Grover.
Great information.
Yep.
Matt Neal, another integral part of the championship football team that won the Tri-Valley Large this year.
Forgot about that.
Unfortunate injury midway through the season to his finger, and Ashland was able to overcome that. He did everything. He punted. He was platooned at quarterback with Luke Herter, and he was also the holder on the snap. So when he went down,
another great athlete.
I think Shay Donovan actually stepped in to be the punter at that point.
I wouldn't be surprised. They're both great athletes.
And the soccer players have the good leg, so he did a admirable job filling in. And Keegan Weiss on the holding. So if you're just joining us, Bottom of the first.
2 strikes on Neal.
Short hop, played nicely by the third baseman, a little wide. Drew
And
him
he's
off
safe.
the bag. That was Seifert.
That was lucky. The Clockers is what that was.
You know, he rushed the throw a little bit. The ball wasn't hit that hard. And I think as he tried to, get a little something extra on it, just a little wide. So first and second, 1 man down. Cleanup hitter, Luke Herter, Jr. It's Coach Messer. He's encouraging his bench.
Oh.
Oh, that's. I almost went too far. It didn't come off, though.
Oh, my God. Dad wanted to field that.
Right.
He had a headset on. He's got to be quicker than that.
Well, I would have thrown it off, but I had the phone in my hand. That's what I'm talking about.
Now you got to stay ready. Dad, catch it.
So, in the basketball game, first game I did this year with Chase Abrams, Josh's son.
Okay.
The ball came, and Chase went to get it. Forgot he had the headset on. The headset went sprawling. So you learn
Disaster.
that. I knew I had limited range, so.
Gonna be a pop-up. First
Tricky
baseman.
ground, out of bounds.
Almost took out guy in the white shirt. He didn't seem phased, though.
No, not at all.
He just stayed there.
It's kind of like the golf I was watching yesterday. The announcer who was walking, the golf ball literally on the drive landed like 5 feet from her, and she didn't even know. Yeah, she wasn't like watching. All right, so first and second, one out. That could fall in.
Kind of digging for that.
That could fall in, and it does.
Oh, and the center fielder goes down. That fell right into no man's land.
Yeah. You got your cleanup hitter. You're playing a little deeper than normal, and that just off the fist, kind of.
And just like that, there's one out and bases loaded for the Clockers.
We do have to say Bellingham 3-2 is stepping up a little bit here. Bellingham part of the Tri-Valley Small, Ashland in the Tri-Valley Large.
Up to bat we have Cramer.
Connor Cramer.
Let the first one go past him. That's going to be 1 strike.
Cramer, mad hits.
Mad money, yeah.
I wonder if he gets more Cramer references from like
Seinfeld's?
CNBC or Seinfeld.
I'm going to guess Seinfeld.
Right. Oh, my God. And his first name's Connor, and Kramer's name on Seinfeld is... You didn't know till like 4 or 5 seasons in, because they never used it. But finally, when the mother came in, they used it. But
I assume it's not Connor, but it starts with a C?
Cosmo.
Cosmo. Okay, yeah, I can't say I knew that. I know.
Cosmo Cramer.
Mad Money, that's Jim Cramer, right?
Well,
did I just make that up?
No, it
Okay.
is Jim Cramer. I'd rather not
talk about
use his name.
Oh, we shall not be named. Cramer has 2 strikes on him.
This is a huge opportunity. So hopefully he can get it in play.
Hopefully they're not too scared to hit any of the
maybe drive
cars.
one deep.
Oh, little stumble. Got that out at third, but he got the RBI.
He does get the RBI. Having played third base in the past, sometimes that can be a little intimidating. You're thinking in your mind, okay.
I played third base.
Yeah. But bases loaded. almost like he's thinking too much. He's like ready to make to a,
You
he's
gotta,
thinking.
you have
Is
to move in and make the out at home.
is it fast enough that I can go home?
If he didn't stumble it, I think he could have thrown it home.
Right. Is it fast enough I can go home?
Yeah.
And or step on the bag if I failed it cleanly and throw to first for a double play, and end the inning that way.
You know,
But the little
he did
bobble,
neither.
the little bobble, he did,
got the out.
He
He
did
got the
fine.
out.
Exactly.
Could have been worse.
Exactly. Yep.
At this point, they just gotta get the final out and the inning.
And this is Reardon. Should be an easy play to short. Flips it to second, and the side is done. But not before Ashland gets one run.
Shea Donovan.
Shea Donovan scoring on the Connor Cramer. And that's 1-0. You're watching WACA-TV here with Rob Silver, Hallie Silver. Got our crew, Connor Donovan and Nick Cunningham. On this beautiful Sunday. What's the date? Oh, you got the Apple iWatch. Does it tell you the date?
No, I just got a notification that I have to breathe. I believe it is May 16th.
Sunday, May 16th.
Yeah.
10 a.m. game. What's the weather? The sun came out. It's now like 110.
Yeah, it's actually a little toastier than I would like it, but I can't really complain considering the weather when I left Florida was like 95. According to the weather app, it says it was 70 degrees in Ashland with a real feel of, do you want to guess?
The real feel?
Yeah.
I know what the real feel is.
100.
But yeah.
What do you think it says the real feel is? So it's 70 outside. But what does it actually feel like?
I'm questioning whether that's real time or not. If it's actual real time, then it's never hotter. I'm going to say 70.
It is 70.
It's the same. Yeah, there's no breeze. There's no.
How do you think they do the real feel? They throw one of their employees out into the. They center him in every single town.
And what do you think?
And they said, "What does it feel like to you?"
Yeah. It's based on the wind. It's based on.
Are you a weatherman?
Oh, I read.
I can't get over how stupid my mic looks. My dad decided to give me the mic with a gigantic microphone.
Isn't that, aren't those, it's like the red ball thing you get at CVS for the $1 donation.
The red ball, I was thinking more of like the red balls that you used to do like magic tricks, but
right.
I'm not sure anyone can relate to that.
My nose would get in the way.
Your nose.
Yeah, I gave you the better one, the professional windscreen. Thank you to our crew telling us the reason. Speaking of wind, there is no wind. Number 24 for.
Do we just not have their numbers written down?
I took a photo of their card.
Weren't they 3 and out, so this should be Wilson.
That is correct.
Cleanup hitter, but starting off the inning.
Matt Wilson. Matt Wilson batting .478. 2 doubles, 1 home run on the year.
Do I just thought about? Do
What?
people say 3 and out for baseball, or is that just football with the downs?
I think they say both.
Okay, I was going to say, well, I'm going to make it a thing if they don't.
3 up, 3 down. Curveball. Misses. Matt Wilson. Blake Simpson playing deep in left. Bit inside. The lineup. Excuse me. That's the wrong. That's Keegan Weiss. I apologize. Keegan Weiss playing deep in left for Ashland.
And that's going to be 4 balls, and Wilson's going to take the walk to first base. That's their first runner on base the entire game.
Speaking of walks, have to mention taking a walk down to Marathon Deli if you get a chance. Not today; they're closed on Sunday. They have to rest. But I want to thank our sponsor, Marathon Deli. Always worth the walk.
Always worth, or drive.
We don't use drive unless he drives one deep. Let me say. Try out the silver medal wrap. I'm going to see if they can make it a panini. I think the panini would be a better sandwich.
He's going to get a strike on him.
This is their third baseman, number 33, Justin Seifert. Had a little trouble in the field in the first inning. See if he can make it up with the bat. Just missed. I'm getting ready, though, to field this one.
Please don't.
Now, the headset's coming off. If I get a chance to field it, I'm going to field it. Oh.
It's going to go back into the woods, but it's going to come right back out by the bleachers.
So in the fall, Hallie, what we're going to do is do a full show, like Clocker Talk about sports.
Okay.
We might do a segment where the segment's going to be based around like trying things that these athletes do every day. So it's not as easy as it looks, is what I was going to maybe title it.
Well,
So I was thinking of either facing one of the pitchers for some batting practice.
I'd be extremely scared, but yep, that'd actually be really funny if you did it.
Right. That's why we would do it. Myself and my partner Josh Abrams. By the way,
I'd pay money to see that. Actually, maybe they can do a pay-per-view.
I would do. We're not going to charge, but
you might want to after your hospital bill.
There, he drives that one to left field. Weiss fields it cleanly, hits the cutoff, so the players advance one base, first and second, no outs.
Speaking of drive,
speaking
I want to take a drive down to Marathon
Exactly,
Deli.
that's why I said it. Drive on down to Marathon Deli. Try one of their 40 different wraps, their 10 different dinner platters.
You know, I'm a big fan of the chicken parm sub. Personal favorite of mine.
That's not a big one on the crew.
Really?
Right. So I'm kind of glad. I was going to mention that. Looks to bunt. Pulls it back in time. So that's ball one.
This is Mayarano. Mayarano? I can't tell with your handwriting.
I think you said it was an O. Mayarano. Nicely bunted. He's got to play.
We're gonna get that out at first, hopefully. Cleanly fielded by the pitcher Deshny.
Yep, both batters got a good
little sacrifice bunt there. Now they have a runner on second and third
with one out. So Mayarano does his job, and now up to the plate is Ladouceur. Tyler Ladouceur.
Why'd you say that with a question mark?
I didn't think I said it with a
I think you did.
mark.
We're going to have to run that back. You know, the lefty hitters are scaring me today, considering we're in an awful spot.
Opportune time for a lefty hitter with the runners on second and third. That's why they shove him down in the lineup sometimes. Anything to first, this guy's going to score. That's Wilson on third. And Seifert on second. That's deep enough, and it's a little bit in the gap. Weiss
definitely
going
to go home. He's going home.
But a good job keeping the runner at second.
That's going to tie it up 1-1.
So there's some textbook fundamental baseball right there. Get the two guys on, sacrifice the bunt, deep drive, and it's tied up 1-1.
And I believe Bellingham has one out, right? Oh, no, 2 outs.
2 outs.
Two outs now after that.
And
so Ashland's just looking for an out here to get out of the inning.
Designated hitter for Bellingham, Jordan Bain. The runner in scoring position still.
Maybe 1 strike on the count.
Good job by Weiss. Good communication between Weiss and Neal. Nice job by Herter to keep that one in front of him.
Bellingham's bench is very vocal. I'd like to hear a little bit more from Ashland.
And just as I say, good job keeping it in front of him,
Let's pass him.
it's past him, and
As someone who's played catcher before, it's pretty hard to keep them all. You know, I mean, and I played softball, and the ball's a little bigger. The baseball's coming a lot faster, smaller.
when you
Can't stop them all.
when you played catcher in softball, wasn't that like, what grade was that?
I probably stopped when I got to high school.
Yeah, I mean the balls were bouncing on the pitcher's mound half the time. So.
Middle school wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Just got to ignore the runner on third. 2 strikes.
I'm just now noticing that they need to wear a mask while they bat. Is that a valid statement? He's wearing a mask.
It could be.
I can't help but feel like that would just be a little bit distracting.
Yeah, they get used to it. Good job by Dushny, right back to the pitcher.
It's a beautiful play by the pitcher. Easy out at first. Going to end the inning for the Clockers.
Yeah, we head to the bottom of the second. Bellingham has tied it up at 1 apiece.
Ashland has their chance to make it up. Bottom of the inning.
Yeah, leading off for Ashland, it will be one of these guys. Just kidding. I think
it might be Troutman. Were you thinking Troutman as well?
I think it might be Troutman.
It's not a bad. I think it might be Troutman.
I think it might be
Tominski?
I don't have the official lineup thing that they have where you can, make notes and everything. This is all.
We work with what we're given.
Yeah. We'll see in a second.
It leaves a little bit of mystery. We don't even know who's up. But it's definitely someone with a last name that starts with a T.
It is Troutman. Troutman also played a little football. Had a couple big plays in the midfield game. So, as we move on to the next segment, Hallie, of your freshman year, what we're going to do is try and maybe just talk about that the whole time in between classes. Everything was remote.
Everything was remote until second semester.
How did you manage that at the beginning? How did you manage classes? Any tips or tricks or recommendations for kids as far as your studying habits? And
honestly, just time management. I was never really in a spot where I had to cram, but a lot of my friends were.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much any time I was awake and felt semi-motivated, I would just force myself to do work. And I think that's the best thing you can do.
Well, Troutman up at the plate, but I had a question for you because you had some really odd study hours and stuff, but it was effective. So that was something else I thought people.
Yeah, I like to.
Whatever works for you, kind of.
It's one strike on Troutman, but yeah, I mean, I woke up around noon every day that I didn't have class, so that was 2 of the days, and then I'd probably go to bed around 3. Just got to drink energy drinks.
Okay, that's not part of it. A little dribbler back to the pitcher. And Houston fields it cleanly.
Houston, we don't have a problem.
Hallie, you have the problem. You can't use that twice. And
they got to have a pitching change.
Every time he catches it, touches it.
All right, Jake Tominski at the plate.
I know. Your initial reaction was, "Is that coming to me?" Right?
And you just have no idea.
And it wasn't even close. So yeah. So the sports show we're gonna do. Oh, got sidetracked. Josh Abrams. Okay, I do all the announcing with. There's a hit to shortstop.
But
that second hop.
That's gonna be an error on the shortstop.
Yeah.
But that gets the runner on for the Clockers.
So it's tough when you play deep and you have to make play it off that second hop on this dirt that's kind of hard and chunky. You don't.
Maybe the hair got in the way.
I don't know. I
There's
mean, it
so
was a
many-
fairly clean hop, but it was a little in between. So now up at the plate is Keegan Weiss, the lefty. Let me get out of the way. I want to wish Josh Abrams a happy birthday.
Today.
Josh Abrams, yeah.
Is that why
his
he's
birthday.
not commentating?
It could be. Could be.
I feel like that'd be a birthday present to be able to commentate with you.
That's kind of what I thought. I'm going to have to find out about that. Oh, good job. I almost picked him off there. Yeah, but Josh does a lot of announcing. Basketball, volleyball. done
Volleyball and basketball,
soccer.
those are my favorite.
He did swimming this year.
Wow. I cannot say that's one of my favorites.
And he will be co-hosting the show with me. So that was one of the segments. It's not as easy as it looks. What do you think?
I like it.
Gonna do
Maybe-
the field goal kicking?
Okay, maybe they can throw you in a Speedo and push you in a pool.
That would probably get us canceled. Not
Or
be-
diving. Oh
as
my
a
God, if you
runner
did
takes
diving.
off.
Oh.
Good job.
Lost the ball in the dirt.
Yeah. That was Tominski with the steal. So one down, runner in scoring position. Keegan Weiss looks to bring him in. He's going to rip a single to right. Oh, that's going to
So
drop in,
wrong.
but it's going to drop in. He's going.
No, I think that was a safe play, not to go home.
Yeah, just try on the throw.
Smart play by Tominski.
Opposite field.
Than what you said.
Well, no, but what I was saying, they tend to play a little too deep opposite field. You can get a lot of those blue pin hits. So back to the top of the lineup, Luke Herter. Shea Donovan. Well, it screws me up because Shea
'Cause what?
Donovan's always 24 every sport he plays.
Oh, then why is he two?
I don't know.
Be a foul on the third baseline. So we have runners on first and third for the Clockers with one out and one strike on Donovan.
Oh, we forgot to mention Tominski heading off to Bryant College in the fall.
And he's going to go to second.
Yeah.
Catch him at the third or second, but it's too fast.
Actually didn't even attempt it because he knows the runner on third
Third
would've
would've went.
It was the old fake throw.
Gotcha.
Just give it up. Minimize the damage.
Ooh, he's going golfing today. Thought the PGA was over. Sorry.
Well, it's
Did he just say, what do you play?
But Byron Nelson Classic going on today.
All right, so Donovan with 2 strikes on him.
So
Looking for an RBI. There's still one out on the
prime
Clockers.
opportunity. Yeah, just has to get it in play.
Yeah. And
First,
it's going to be a
might be the first
strikeout.
K of the game for
I think-
either side.
I think it might be.
Yes. And our stats person, Connor Donovan, confirmed that.
So now we have number 14.
Connor Cowan. Bless you.
Thanks. Foul tip.
Here's a tip for you. Steak and cheese sub, Marathon Deli. Very underrated. One of Connor's favorites.
Now it is officially too hot outside to be wearing this. I cannot imagine how the players are feeling.
Could be 30 below, and it's
It's
still-
never okay to wear this.
right, exactly.
I'm wearing a stepbrother shirt for the viewers who don't care.
We'll get you on camera in
Get me on
between
camera.
innings. Nice breeze though. Oh, he drills that one. That's going to be 2 runs.
He's gonna go
Beautiful
for 2.
opposite.
Honestly, might
He's
be able
going
to
to
go
get
to
3.
He could easily get 3.
Going to get a stand up.
Easily.
Stand up triple.
Amazing.
Huge hit for Connor Cowan. Going opposite field with 2 outs, drives in 2 runs, puts Ashland up 3-1. Good speed too. Stand up triple. You don't see that a lot.
Well, I think the right fielder also fumbled it a little bit, if I'm correct. Could have been a little quicker on that.
That's something you don't hear a lot in baseball, fumble. You're just mixing your sports.
I know football a lot better than I know baseball. I mean, I know baseball because I know softball, but I'm new to commentating. What would you say?
No, that's an appropriate term.
Okay.
Fumbled it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they would probably go bobble,
Bobbled it. Okay.
mishandled.
Yep.
But they would also say booted it, punted it. Oh,
I was like, he fumbled that in the end zone.
I'll have to check my sports thesaurus
Yeah. Apparently I should too.
as Matt Neal steps up to the plate with 2 outs. Going to try and bring in Cowan, standing on third after the trip. There's the
He's going
pass
home.
ball.
He can stay up.
Absolutely.
Easily run scored by Cowan. Is that going to be 3 runs this inning?
That is.
That's so it's 4-1.
Makes the score
Clockers.
4-1. Speed is such a
And just like that, the bases are cleared.
speed such a valuable weapon. It's getting to third.
What year is Cowan?
I believe I will check that. That's into the press booth. Not our press booth. Cowan is a sophomore.
I assumed he was young because I've never heard of him. But now I have.
Because you
Because
just
I'm older.
graduated
Because
last
I just
year from
graduated.
Ashland. Right. Have to make it relevant for why would you hear of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few sophomores on the squad. Cowan, Jake Reardon, Max Dushney, who's pitching today, and 1 freshman on the roster. That's Ty Letachevsky.
Little low. It's 3-1.
Houston's laboring a little bit here.
Dare I say he has a problem? I'm officially done with that. At this point, it was just to make my
He may be
father
done. So
annoyed.
it's hot out.
He may be done.
He's throwing a lot of pitches. Fortunately, the hit batsman to start the game cost him a run ultimately, and the error by the shortstop. So you can't blame it all on him. And there he gets the 2nd K of the inning and ends the 2nd inning. But Ashland tacks on 3 runs behind the triple of Connor Cowan.
That was a much-needed hit by the Clocker squad.
Yeah. So, Hallie, one of the things, hold on, let me see if I can.
Do they have like a stretch, like a 7th inning stretch, except do they only play 7 innings?
Yeah, they play 7 innings.
Then that might not
So,
work
Hallie,
too well. Who needs a fortune?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we're in between innings, and Hallie and I want to do a quick episode of,
Who needs a fortune?
hang on 1 sec. And one moment, don't open it yet.
I already opened it. I mean, I didn't open
Hold
the
on,
cookie.
all right.
Okay.
Everybody,
This is so hectic.
that means it's time for Who Needs a Fortune.
Thank you for that. So, who should we dedicate this to?
Graduating seniors?
Graduating seniors.
Graduating
Great idea.
seniors in high school and the college ones. I've seen a lot of my friends posting
Graduated.
that
They're-
just graduated, had their
Yeah.
ceremonies, and fortunately, the COVID is kind of coming to an end, so they were able to have nice
At my school,
celebrations.
it's been over.
Right,
so.
never started.
Never. I said
Florida.
COVID at school, and no one knew what I meant.
Right. I know.
I mean, DeSantis. It's because of DeSantis. It's not.
So, let's do it.
All right. So this is for anyone graduating, I guess.
Yeah.
Flying is simple. Not hitting the ground is hard. I'll read it again. Flying is simple. Not hitting the ground is hard. How would you like to interpret that?
I'd rather not. So I had dinner the other night at a local. Never done this before. A substitute fortune.
Oh, okay. You will conquer obstacles to achieve success. You saved that. You've been waiting for that.
No, this is just the other night.
Oh.
Wednesday night I stopped and got a combo platter from China Gourmet. ChinaGourmet.com.
I don't get it.
In case the guy's listening. Joe from Samba.
Oh.
Maybe get a free meal. Oh, he drills that one.
Right in center field. It's going to be little bobble.
Yeah, but a good job.
Still going to keep it at a single.
In front of him. And that was...
we have no idea. We don't have the numbers in front of us.
I'm going to give you the numbers to write down. I did get it in the snapshot here. Apologize to the Bellingham fans. That was, I think, number 14, Isaiah Sylvia.
Oh, there's two Sylvias.
Yeah, but that's number 14. And this is Aiden Campolone.
So this was the Sylvia.
Yeah, there's the numbers.
I'll write it here.
14. And this is Campolone batting now.
Oh.
At the top of the order. The other one's a DH.
Oh, okay.
So because they have a DH, they...
So this is 14.
Yes, yep. And then the top of the lineup, Campolone.
Why isn't 6 circled? Is there a reason for that?
Why is it?
Why isn't it?
Trying to save the pen ink? I have no idea. So it's top of the third. Max Dushny on the mound. Bellingham led off with a single to center, and it's the top of the lineup. The runner takes off.
Oh.
Hit right up the middle.
Got the out at first.
Yeah, and that was fielded by Jake Tominski. Is that a number 5 at second?
I have no idea.
Can't
I'm going to be
see
honest. Nope.
Really? I
Really?
almost brought the binoculars. But the runner does
I'm glad you
advance as he
didn't.
was moving. Planned hit and run, maybe? I don't know. It's got some. Oh!
Whoa.
Good job by Herta to get up and grab that one. To keep Sylvia at second base. This is pitcher Jake Houston trying to help his cause.
You know, I got to tell you, when I used to pitch, the most annoying thing ever was throwing strikes and doing your job and then
Not getting the call?
the field. No, I was going to say the field's letting you down.
Yeah. Oh, and having them hit it. And then,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like I'm doing my job. Especially on, it's not that hot, but on a hot day like that, this
That's,
be a little aggravating.
yeah. Well, defense is,
Defense wins championships.
couldn't have said it better myself. Beautiful pitch by Dushny.
Bellingham have, what, 1 out?
1 out.
And a runner on second.
Trailing 4-1. Just a bit high.
Gonna take the walk. Speaking of taking the walk. Kidding.
So Houston
We haven't seen a
on
lot of walks
first.
today. Only a few.
Yeah. It's just the third inning, top of the third.
This is the top of the third. And this is going to be number 20, Blake Simpson, to bat. Runners on first and second. Still one out for the Clockers. Or, who would you say that's one out for? Bellingham?
Yeah.
Yeah. That might have been the dumbest thing I've ever said.
Trust me, it's not even close. Might be the dumbest thing we have on video.
On video, yeah.
With WACA. But no. Oh, they got him in a pickle. Little rundown. Good fundamental, running him down. And a great job by Troutman to chase him down. And
It's a correction. That was Tominski on the tag.
yes. Everyone's named Jake.
Can't keep them all straight.
Right. Yeah, I apologize. It was Tominski. Thank you. That was the smartest thing you've ever done. Good recovery. Off-speed pitch fielded nicely by Dushny, and that'll end the threat.
Wow. He's having a great game. He's made some great fielding plays at the mound.
So we go to the bottom of the third. Ashland avoids the scoring threat, and they will head to the plate, leading 4-1.
Do we know who's up to bat?
Ordinarily, we'd make like a little note on the thing, like a little star. And
I believe it's Herder up, right? I think Neil was the last out.
we'll see in a second.
We will.
But that was Coach Doug Houston, second-year coach for Bellingham, longtime assistant coach for Bellingham.
Any relation to Jake Houston?
Yes, hence the extra anger.
Oh.
Although it wasn't his son that made the running error.
Oh.
Just a spirited guy. They had a. It did a good job.
Is it his father or?
It's his brother. It's his brother.
I don't know if it was like a grandfather or an uncle. I haven't seen what he looked like.
I don't know. Could be. Well, we'll find out. No, I think it's his son. I think I had read some article.
You know, nothing more stressful than having a parent coach you. So I'm going to be completely honest.
That's why I never coached you.
Yeah, that's why.
You were uncoachable anyways.
What does that even mean?
You wouldn't listen if I tried to tell you something.
Yeah, because I'd be like, what does my father know about sports? He played bass drum until he was 18.
What? Bass what? Bass drum?
Yeah.
What's that got to do with sports? I played
exactly.
softball.
You don't know anything about. Don't admit that. Don't openly admit that you played softball when you're trying to have a fight about athletics with me. You're a 50-year-old man.
I played softball. Your mother actually came to one of my games when I was playing in the after, and she's like,
Is that why you got divorced?
She came with Panina actually, and they were both pleasantly surprised that I played
softball.
They probably expected me to not be.
I mean, can you really say when you're 45 or 40 that you're good at softball?
I was good in my role. I played third base. I wasn't going to hit home runs. I played the field really well.
Did your office have a softball tournament?
Yes, you came.
And I
we
came,
won.
and I watched it.
We
yes.
won.
Okay, never mind. I take back everything I said.
I had a hit or two in that game, but I fielded
pretty good.
every single play.
He may be short, but he's a lot faster than you think.
Yeah.
Which doesn't say a lot.
All right.
Started off, we have number 15, Luke Herder. I don't know if we acknowledged the pitching change, did you?
I was just going to do that.
This is, I believe he was playing shortstop.
I'll see if that was on the lineup that was given to me.
I believe this is Mayarano.
Yeah, Ryan Mayarano.
Mayarano.
And that's how Houston started off his pitching appearance. So, yeah, Mayarano comes
And
into pitch, and I believe it is Houston that went over to shortstop.
number 21,
Connor.
Connor Cramer. Little high. A lot of high, actually.
I think you gave me the wrong spelling when I was writing Mayarano's name. Yeah, you missed the other O in there. So I was saying Mayarano, but I believe it's Mayarano.
Mayarano.
Oh, a big cut. Evens the count at 1 apiece.
Mayarano. That actually makes it a lot easier to pronounce.
It does. Flows nicely.
Foul tip.
So it's now 1-2. Bottom of the third. Herder on first after being hit by a pitch. And your Ashland Clockers leading 4-1.
Is this bottom of the third?
Said that maybe 18 seconds ago. And this could be one poor decision to throw the second one, but they get the lead runner. So one down.
One down. Rest of
Yeah, it's Houston.
game to go.
Houston to Mayarano on the putout. And now up at the plate is
Reardon.
Jack Reardon, sophomore.
I'd say overall this is a pretty young team. I think Ashland has a.
I think he said 3 seniors on the squad.
Or Tominski's not a senior, so he must be
takes
playing.
Off. The throw was there. Might have been the wrong side of the bag, but not
So Tominski
fielded anyways.
Must be playing baseball. I assume, because he's not a senior, is he?
In what regards?
Because
he's
committed to Bryant.
Oh.
So I assume that's for baseball.
People do go there just for educational purposes. Your grandmother went there for a year, and a lot of my coworkers. One of my coworkers that I started with was a Bryant grad.
Yeah, but as a junior, I mean, I assume he's a junior. I could have just made that up too. He might be a senior.
Who?
Jake Tominski, is he a senior?
I believe so.
Oh,
yes,
that's
right.
That's my bad. So that would be 4 seniors on that. Is Sabati a senior?
Oh, yes, yeah.
So there's 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 4 seniors, but a lot of young potential.
And that was Wilson at first base handling the pop fly, and all of a sudden it's 2 outs. 2 outs, man at second. Jake Troutman at the plate. 4-1 Bellingham.
Throwing a lot of high pitches.
He is. He is definitely on the higher side. Nice breeze.
Whoa. Almost got hit with that.
So 2-0. Good count for the batter. Be looking at something nice and sweet over the middle that he can maybe drive.
So a runner on 2 for the Clockers.
Big gap in right center. Not his pitch. 2-1.
Yeah, with a 2-0 count, you're really looking for the perfect pitch. You don't want to just go swinging on anything.
Off-speed pitch.
Huh?
And once again, Seifert had a little trouble handling the ball.
It was a good pitch. I mean, good hit right down the third baseline.
Yeah, that's one of those. If you don't field it cleanly, you're really in trouble.
I mean, he didn't even have to run.
Who?
Number 21. So he could have just stayed there.
He could have. it actually might have even affected him too, seeing the runner coming. But had he fielded it cleanly, he could
Probably could have tagged him.
Tominski.
Oh, he's going home, and he's up.
Good wheels.
It's going to be another run for the Clockers.
Good wheels by Cramer.
They're going
to
keep the lead 5-1.
Yeah, so his aggressive base running.
Got him a run.
Yeah. Brings the other runner into scoring position, so Tominski still has a shot at an RBI with a hit. As the runner will be taken off on contact. Another hit batsman.
Wow.
This one off speed. When you get hit by an off speed pitch, you're not allowed to pretend like it hurts. So even if it does, you're in a bad position. So he's like, unless it hits you on the funny bone, I guess. But
remember that one softball game where you were recording me and I just got drilled in the thigh?
Yeah.
By a softball? I probably had a bruise there for the next month.
Yeah.
And you could hear it in the video. Oh, that was bad.
Yeah.
It hurts. It really does.
I thought you might be crying the rest of the week.
I must have been middle school.
You didn't cry. I don't think you cried. I think you
I probably swore.
I think you fought back the tears, and I was
definitely crying under the helmet. Definitely tearing up under the helmet. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. You have to turn that
also
pain
remember
into anger.
My 8th grade year, I hit a bomb into the field, one of my best hits. And
it didn't hit the grass?
No, the varsity coach was watching us, and I tripped over first base.
Oh, really?
I did. Yup. And I just laid there like my life was over. And the varsity coach is yelling at me that the ball's still in play. And I had to get up and crawl back to first. Oh, good times.
Sure. First and second, 2 outs.
Little anecdote.
Keegan Weiss at the plate. Now you're a freshman crawling back to your dorm.
Yep. 3 a.m. from the study room.
Yes, exactly.
No,
Weiss goes down swinging, but they get another run to increase the lead to 5-1 as we head to the top of the 4th.
You know, I was going to bring water, and then I thought, I'm not going to need it.
This one, it's still fairly...
And look at that. My dad has one.
I've done games before. You're watching WACA. No, you're watching Ashley and Varsity Baseball on WACA-TV. I'm Rob Silver with Hallie Silver. Our crew today, Connor Donovan, Nick Cunningham. I almost said Nick Simpson because we
have a Simpson. There's just a lot of, everyone has the same names.
Yeah.
But you know what? No one's named Rob. Ever think about that? I don't think I've ever met anyone around my age with the name Rob. Have you?
Now, it's like a Hall of Fame name. They retire it, when it's too good. Like somebody's number, jersey.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I was thinking they more eliminated it because they realized that it was just not a name anyone needed to have.
All right, so back to, right. So we're heading to the top of the 4th. So back to freshman year.
Yep.
So grades were good.
Grades were amazing.
Just trying to think, helpful hints. You joined the sorority. What about meal plans and food and eating and stuff?
That's a great question. So
talk about that.
The first week of school, I decided to try out the meal plan because they were doing a special, and I realized the dining hall food sucked, and so I was very thankful to find out that my sorority had its own personal chef who served us 3 meals a day, and I ate at the sorority house 2 times a day because I wasn't up for breakfast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not all schools offer that. Now, when I went to Babson, we had a really good meal plan.
Well, if you have a frat house, a lot of the frats have chefs.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of all the sororities here have chefs. All the frats have chefs, but I don't know how it is for each school. Some don't even have houses. So.
Yeah. Okay. So Wilson leading off for Bellingham, their cleanup hitter, with the bases empty. Not the ideal situation again, but.
Made it hard to have anyone on base. We just started the inning.
Houston comes over to the third base spot. big cut by Wilson. All right, so food. If people,
You gotta eat. I mean,
it
I would
depends.
recommend a meal plan.
Yeah.
You can't be eating out every single meal.
And I'm fast forwarding to second semester, but no, we'll save second semester. But
Okay.
watch Wilson hit.
Let's go
Nice
to
hop.
third. Cleanly fielded, but can he complete it? No, he cannot.
Well, good call by you. Little double clutch by Troutman. And unfortunately, wasn't able to be fielded by, who is that over there?
No, it was number 14, wasn't it?
Reardon. At first base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of a stretch.
Yeah. Just wanted to say for it. He's had a rough day in the field. See if he can redeem himself at the plate. Perfect pitch. Disney with a couple walks today, but for the most part been fairly consistent.
Kept him to 1 run. Ashland's field been doing a great job.
Good stop by Herder. Keeping the runner at second. 1-1.
He's gonna have 2 strikes on him.
Yeah. Just kind of froze him. Didn't expect it to be that good.
I didn't even think he swung yet.
No. Be ready. This could come our way.
Yeah, I'm ready to duck out of the way.
Dushny throwing some heat. I'll protect you, Hallie.
No. Please protect yourself. Don't worry about me. I'm a lot more agile than you are.
I don't remember tripping over first base. Oh,
Yeah,
in the dirt.
I wish I would
and
forget.
Another good stop by Herder. 2-2.
That was one time. Also brought back another vivid memory of playing kickball with the baseball team in middle school and getting the ball completely thrown at my head. And I thought I was concussed. I think it might have been Brandon Grover.
A fastball to the head. Now he's throwing fastballs at Salvador Regina, which is where Matt Neal's going to be joining him next year. Off speed pitch, a little high. Full count.
Is there 1 out? Is there any
No
outs?
outs.
Clockers really need this. And
Oh,
swing
and
and a
he
miss.
gets some. Chasing the high heat. That might be Dushny's first K of the game.
I think it might be.
Waiting for confirmation from my stats guy. His first K of the game for Dushny.
And
Yeah,
no one really knows. It's confirmed.
It is confirmed.
Most likely.
It's confirmed with a probable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it is. This is Mayarano, who's now pitching for Bellingham. Oh, nice
Beautiful pitch.
pitch by Dushny. Evens the count at 1-1. Weiss giving him a lot of respect in left field. Oh, off the fist, and that's going to be mishandled, fumbled. That's my new word in right field, but no damage.
Fumbled in a right field. I thought he might go home.
He hesitated because he wasn't sure if it was going to be able to be fielded by
I meant the right
the
fielder.
second baseman. Oh,
I'm
with the throw?
No.
Oh, okay, right. But because he hesitated. But again, no,
Yeah, I thought
no
if-
outs. They're not going to chance it anyways. But
Yeah,
if
I
he
was gonna say if the
running-
coach kept him going. No, there's an out. There's a strike. You got a
Oh
strikeout.
yeah, the strikeout now. Yeah.
I thought the third
but
base
if
coach
he's running
might-
on the contact, he could
Could
have
have kept him
scored.
going. So this is
Ladouceur with a question mark.
it might be. Nothing's certain in this game. Except death and taxes.
Can't believe you knew that.
What does that even mean?
What?
That I knew that. I don't
know.
even know who said that.
What do you? Who said it?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Is it John Locke? Did I just make that up?
No, it's very common.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
can you
who-
Google it? Who originally said that?
Yeah.
It's probably like I'm trying to think of the name. Like, oh, the runner takes off. He throws, cut off. So second and third. Trying to think who's the. Nothing certain, but to the Texans.
So nothing's loading for me. May I borrow your phone, Robert? No, I want to look it up. I don't want you to. You have to commentate the game.
That pitch in the
Oh,
dirt
no, it
gets
was-
behind him.
It was Franklin. I knew it was someone I learned about.
Not this year.
No. I took History of the Holocaust this year for my history course, so I cannot say I learned about Benjamin Franklin.
So the pass ball brings in Wilson to cut the deficit to 3. It's 5-2. And now Mayarano moves up to third. Still one out. Ladouceur at the plate. Just needs to get this in play. And Mayarano could probably score easily, even on the ground. A little outside.
So what is the point of them having the masks underneath them?
I think they're just kind of bending the rules, so to speak, at this point.
Are they supposed to be wearing them?
Who?
Like everyone. Are they supposed to be wearing masks? I don't know the rules here.
Ashland's been wearing masks for years. This is just their thing. What do you mean? Are they supposed to? I believe so. Oh, that could fall in. That could fall in, but no,
No.
shortstop.
Oh, that sucks.
Not an easy play. Looking right into the sun. If you
That was number 14 who missed it.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think
Connor Cowan.
one of the outfielders might have had a better shot at that. Just running in
He was-
forward.
Yeah, the outfielder didn't have a chance. I think it was Cowan's ball. He just turned.
Just
I think
hard to-
I really think the
Sun might have done
as
it.
soon as he had to look up. And it's also, maybe you don't see it from home, but if they pan over, there's a little drop off between the infield and the outfield. So
Intentional
you
or
kinda,
unintentional?
unintentional. It's just the way I think the fields are groomed and evolved, but
Did you say tensional?
unintentional.
I know. I could have sworn you just said tensional.
No, I just mumble. It's just a great characteristic for somebody broadcasting.
Yeah.
So that makes the score 5-3 as the run comes in.
Does it? They scored 2 runs.
Yes, they had Mayarano on third at the time of the pop-up. Tying run at the plate. Again,
Good
Herter
job keeping the ball in front of him.
has to get his body in front. And
Dustin has to be getting tired at this point. I mean, what is it?
yeah, they do have a
inning
pitch
four?
count limit as well. Yeah, it's the top of the 4th. He has thrown a lot of pitches. But as I was saying before on that last batter, he gets rung up, and then he turns 2. Oh. Hesitation on all ends. The Player almost ran into the third out. Maybe thinking
Third base coach is not too happy.
that's the head coach, Doug Houston. He has a problem with his players. All right.
Come on, we used that too much.
We didn't use it for him. We used it for his son, who was pitching at the time.
So
And
number 14 is up. This is
Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Remember that? Oh, no, that was Elvios. The pizza in North Conway.
How about Sylvia Furtwängler? She was my Iditarod woman that I just remembered.
What do you mean?
It means in 5th grade or 3rd, 4th grade, we all got assigned one. That could have been you, Dad.
It could have been.
We all got assigned one person in the Iditarod, the Alaskan race, and mine was Sylvia Furtwängler, and she dropped out of the second day.
And what did the winner get? Not the Iditarod winner, the winner in your class.
I have no idea. I just remember when I was assigned a woman, I was not too happy because the women drop out early. Just a known thing.
No, the that woman's won like
The Iditarod?
yeah, like 5 out of the last 15 years.
That's not true.
Yeah,
You definitely just made that up.
No, there's I can't remember her name.
Who would have thought? The
Iditarod
Iditarod.
champions. You mentioned, yeah, she won like 3 or 4 times in a row around that time frame.
Iditarod. Okay.
This is why we.
Yeah, no, there's just no women
Keep going.
in this list. We're back in the 1980s.
No.
Oh, Susan.
Oh,
Susan
Susan Butcher
Butcher.
way back. Yeah, 3 years in a row. And then
3 years in a row,
Oh.
then lost.
what about the recent winners?
All men.
Hold on. What's that Joar? We don't even know.
Jor.
Yeah.
Georgia sounds masculine.
So, yeah, no, Susan Butcher. That was the one I was thinking of. That was way back. So.
Jor's a man. That's confirmed.
So 2 down, runner on second. Ashland leading 5-3. Deep in the hole, fielded
Can he complete it?
nicely.
Yes, he can to end the inning.
So Bellingham does a little bit of damage, takes advantage of a couple of miscues, and cuts the lead in half down to 5-3. It was 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. That was Connor Cowan on the plate of shortstop.
What were you going to ask me about second semester?
So.
Yep.
Everything remote first semester, as it was for many schools up in this area. Again, Florida, different animal. State never shut down. Oh, and you had COVID.
I did have
week
COVID.
or so.
Yeah, my second week at school. First week of classes.
Yeah, how did it affect you?
It felt like the flu. I was sleeping probably 16 out of the 24 hours of the day.
For how many days? Did
Probably
you
like
feel
3
the effects?
days.
Yep.
And then I think I had a sore throat. And I don't remember if I had a stuffy nose. But I remember I was at the hotel that I was staying at to quarantine for a few days.
Mhm.
And when I went to go wash my hands, I was very excited because I love hotel soap. And I couldn't smell anything. And that's before I got my COVID results back.
Oh.
So, I didn't have a stuffy nose because I thought when it said you lose your smell, I thought it just meant you were going to have a stuffy nose. But actually, you can breathe completely fine out of your nose and you just lose your smell.
Wow.
So, and my roommate was freaking out for me because she was like, some people never get their smell back. And I said, that's fine. And she told me, what if there's a fire in your house?
Let's go.
So, you quarantined for 2 weeks.
Yep.
And being in Florida, having a roommate
Yep.
that was from Florida,
Yep.
it worked out well.
It did work out well. She actually never got COVID, and we stayed in the hotel room for 3 days. We were in a 4-hour car ride together while I had COVID. I stayed at her home for a week, and she never got it.
And you were able to just study by the pool and hang out and
Yep.
yeah, so it worked out
Did
well.
a lot of
so good.
did a lot of her chemistry work actually.
Nice.
Yep.
And Shay Donovan will lead it off for the Clockers. Bottom of the 4th. Clockers are leading 5-3. Mayarano on the mound for Bellingham Blackhawks still. Big cut. Big cut, a little bit ahead of it.
That's a little low, the pitch.
So, yeah, second semester. Did you feel like heading back, like you, did you ever like not feel comfortable? Were you ever like apprehensive about things, not knowing what was going on? But then you head back second semester. It's like, okay, yeah, this is almost old hat already.
You know, going to in-person classes kind of scared me, but that was really it.
Well,
I stopped going to the in-person classes after a few weeks.
did you have an option? Were they both
No.
either in person or?
So yes, but if you signed up for the in-person class, you had to go to in-person.
So then what happened? I never.
I just stopped going.
But you still did well.
Yes, I still
Right.
finished with A's in actually both classes.
Not sure how that is reassuring to me. Why even have the classes? Oh, another hit bat, a third one of the day.
Jeez.
And the second time Donovan's been hit. He was hit to lead off the game.
That's four hits in this whole game.
Yeah.
And Mayarano is 3 of them.
No, the first one was Houston to lead off the game.
That's why I said 3 out of the 4.
No, one was Ashland. Shea Donovan hit. Oh, Bellingham's hit 4? I don't think so.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe.
Mayarano's hit 3.
Okay. Yeah, you might be right. So that's...
Yeah, I know my stuff.
Well, when we watch this back today.
I will not be watching this back.
When they do the broadcast, I'm going to have them splice in one HBP number 1, like in a freeze frame,
What is H?
hit by pitch.
Oh,
Each time during the game so we can find out if it's actually 4 at this point. Whoa, threw
Yeah.
some heat there. Unfortunately, it was ultra high heat. Not able to be handled by the other Sylvia, who's playing catcher.
no outs for the Clockers. Runner on second. And Cowan at the plate.
Cowan had the triple last time up, didn't he?
He did.
To drive in 2 runs.
I believe he has 2 strikes on him right now.
That is the
Yeah, finish.
difference in the game right now, 5-3. Running in scoring position after being hit by a pitch and pass ball.
It's gonna be a
Lazy fly ball. Looks like it could drift
into-
out of bounds.
and
that guy again,
still unfazed. I mean, he did a little lean, but
right?
overall, I think
Just-
unfazed.
Yeah.
Didn't put his hands up. Didn't stand up.
No.
I'm starting to think he's just not on the best spot.
Well, it depends. Depends on your
Right, that might be the best spot for you because you
half
want to.
glass, half full. Yeah, you
Right,
want
you
to
might
be
wanna-
in the game.
Yep.
Oh,
And
took a
swing and
little
miss.
something off it. Good pitch by Mayarano to get the first out of this 4th inning. Now up at the plate,
Number
Matt
12.
Neal. See if he's bothered by the broken finger that he had. Doesn't look like it. Now look at the left fielder for Bellingham, playing about 10 yards closer than Keegan Weiss plays for Ashland. Maybe Neil can.
What?
What?
I don't. How far back does he play? 10 yards. That's the fence.
Well, Weiss plays really, really deep. No, this is probably about
I'm kidding.
30 yards. Deceiving.
I don't think there's
But
about 30
Weiss-
yards.
Weiss-
Picture a football field. That's about 20.
It's deceiving because you can't. It's like when we play bocce on the beach. You can't really tell pin high
It's
versus
perception.
exactly.
Learning all about that in cognitive psychology.
Oh,
And someone's got to pull him. This is,
hit by pitch again.
that's 5. 4 for Mayarano.
So Neal Gets to first base.
What is happening?
Talking.
What is he?
Equipment issue. Belt.
Belt malfunction? They're gonna keep
phone?
Mayarano.
Did he have a phone with him? I have no idea. Was he live streaming from the? Watch me hit this guy. Have you ever seen 5 hit batters?
Yeah. He was like, I'll do what the comment says. All the comments are like, hit this next batter.
Oh my God, yeah. All right.
So we still
Luke
have
Herter.
Luke Herter at the plate.
First and second. And again, I think the left fielder's too close.
Really?
If Herter gets a hold of it, it's going over his head.
There's runners on 1 and 2. There's 1 out for the Clockers. Only up by 2, 5-3.
Okay.
Perfect hit. That's
I don't want to say I told you so, but
easily
I told you so. Great job.
and that's 2 runs batted in
So,
for
yeah.
Herter.
Clockers get the 2 back that they lost at the top of the inning.
That's going to be 7-3.
Lead goes back to 4.
That wasn't necessarily over his head. It was right in the middle between the left fielder and the center fielder. But it was further back than where he was standing.
Yeah. I'm not saying you have to play all the way back, but considering we're Ashland's
you also would have had a better
defense
shot of running, you know,
laterally.
right, rather than backpedaling
Absolutely.
or running.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to backpedal.
I mean, that was just
number
that was
21,
just a
Cramer
great,
at the
great
plate.
hit anyways.
Yes. What year is Herter?
He is a junior.
Okay. Also a pretty athletic kid.
Yeah, he did an unbelievable job at quarterback
That's
for
what
the
I've heard.
Clockers.
Didn't watch any of the games, but heard good things.
You know who else did a good job? I announced one of the JV games, and Ryan Dwinell's younger brother.
Patrick.
Patrick. Yeah,
Yep.
he was pretty good. It'll be fun to watch him get into
What
the mix
position?
next year. He quarterback.
Oh, he's quarterback. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, very mobile. Threw the ball well, ran well.
Just like his older brother.
Yes. First thing that comes to mind when we think of Ryan is mobile. Although
He actually lost a ton of
I
weight.
saw some of the pictures.
He looks great.
Yeah, over at Pace University.
Yep.
So still 1 down. Designated hitter Connor Cramer at the plate. Herter runs second after a 2-run double. And that finds the gap between short and third.
It's going to keep him at third. Did anyone just score? Did I miss something?
Nope.
No? Okay. So it's
Nope.
still 7-3. But we have a runner in scoring position with still 1 out for the Clockers.
Yeah. Blake Simpson in left. Fielding it cleanly, keeping the runner.
Nothing the infielders could have done
From
about that one.
scoring.
That was a beautiful hit.
Yes.
And now up for the Clockers, we have number 16, Reardon.
Jack Reardon.
Hit pass ball, and
Runner takes off. They don't even attempt to throw.
yeah, I mean, at this point, they know they're not throwing it down.
No. You are correct.
Why tire out the arm, you know? Pass ball wouldn't hurt.
No. 2 runners in scoring position. Hit by pitch.
HVP.
That's right off the handle.
That could have gone worse.
Good job by Campbellone to squeeze that one in. A lot of spin.
Now they could really use a pass ball, and
Yeah.
because with 2 outs for the Clockers.
Big difference between 7-3 and 9-3. So if
I mean, 7-3, all it takes is a bases loaded and a home run, and
Troutman,
it's tied up.
Troutman can get a single.
Looked like a good pitch. We are in the bottom of the 4th.
Yes.
Okay. And
Quickly, 2 strikes.
2 strikes on Troutman. Dangerous position.
Choke up a little bit, be a little defensive now.
I'd love to see a home run, but at the same time,
Not
I'm
on
worried
an
for those
0-2
cars. I
count.
know, but I'm also worried for those cars back there. All right, he's just gotta. All right, good eye. I was gonna say you just gotta put it in play, but they have 2 outs, so.
Ashland looking to go 3-2 on the season to bring their winning percentage up to 600.
Who have they? Do you know who they've played? Who they won and lost to?
Yes. Go over that in a moment. They
I think that's a full count, right?
no.
No, 2-2.
2-2.
All right, he was down 0-2 within seconds.
Oh, goes
Ooh.
down swinging.
It's better than just watching it.
So 4 innings in the book here at Walker Field. The Ashland Middle School is the Ashland Clarkers.
We're at the
lead-
Ashland Middle School, but we're not watching Ashland
Yeah,
Middle School.
Ashland Varsity Clarkers leading 7-3 in this Sunday morning matchup that you're watching on WACA-TV.
So Deshny's still going to start off on the mound, but Tominski was warming up, so we can expect a pitching change. Maybe he's going to hit his pitch count.
So Ashland actually just beat Westwood the other day. They lost to Medfield in a shutout this week.
Is Medfield that good?
Yes, Medfield is undefeated.
Really?
Ashland beat a winless Holliston team 7-5 and lost a close one in the opener to Norwood 8-6.
It's Norwood's record.
Norwood, I believe, is at the top of the standings as well. Norwood is 3-1, updated as of a couple days ago. Text message saying hello to you?
You texted me saying hello?
No, somebody texted me to say hello
Oh, to me.
to Hallie. So
Very nice.
hello to you from a
May I
friend.
see from who? Hello, friend. Is she watching? Or she just knows you're with me?
Not sure if the live stream is not up because the Wi-Fi connection's tough this area of the Ashland.
It's tough in all of Ashland.
But this game will be watched thousands and thousands of times over.
This will be watched by at least 3 people.
Oh, we'll probably put it in the
I don't know. How many people watch these things?
when we do the sports wrap-up. We'll probably put highlights of the game in there.
Probably should take out the commentary.
We'll take out some of it. We're gonna do highlights.
Highlights. We should do commentary highlights, our finest moments from this game.
Well, we do that. Josh Abrams and I will do a summary after a volleyball game. So if somebody wants to just throw it into some other show, they can just take the highlights. Where I gave Lauren Marcy the silver medal in one game.
Good for her.
Going to,
Delaware with
Delaware.
your sister Claire.
is it Delaware or Delaware State?
It's just
Oh.
Delaware.
He was waiting on it. That's going to fall in.
Nicely fielded by the center fielder. Is that Matt Neal?
I believe it is, yes.
Kept him to 1 base.
Mm-hmm.
If that went past him, he could have easily had 2.
Yeah, keeps the force play in play. That doesn't count as far as the pitch count goes.
Have you ever seen him pick him off at first at this level?
Yeah, it happens. Not often. But it's also to
Get him back on the plate.
keep them from taking too big a lead.
Yeah. And sometimes you can make it like halfway down there. Do you remember watching Jacoby Ellsbury steal home? No? No.
Vaguely.
He was like halfway down there and just took off.
I stole home once. Swear to God. Babe Ruth.
What?
It was Babe Ruth League. 6th, 7th, 8th grade.
I mean, with softball, it was so easy because the backstop was so far, and so when it got past the catcher, it was easy.
That one bounces away.
That's going to hurt. And that's going to get rid of the force play.
Yeah. Who's at the plate right now? May even be a sub. Speaking of subs, Marathon Deli, some of the best subs around. Wow, they were all over that off-speed pitch. That one bobbled.
Kept it in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh. And number 3 almost took off for home. Was tempted.
No,
No, he didn't.
With 0 outs.
Oh.
Nobody out. No need. Yeah, that's Camp Alone. So Clocker's up 7-3, but the Blackhawks making some noise here. 1st and 3rd, no outs. Top of the 5th. And up to the plate is their number 3 batter, Blake Simpson. Camp Alone trying to play with Dushny. Interesting that he's throwing a lot of the off-speed stuff that they...
Maybe he's getting tired.
Well...
You ever think of that?
I did, but I would think that if he was tired that he would come out, not give them lollipops.
It's a good pitch.
Yes. Yes, it was. Just trying to throw him off. Trying to mix it up a little bit. Good job. He's got to play at second.
It's going to be 1 inning. 1 inning, 1 out.
Run comes in, but a good solid play at shortstop by Cowan.
It's going to be 7-4.
Over to Kaminsky. Yeah, 7-4.
Clockers.
1 down. And their cleanup hitter, Wilson, up at the plate. Oh, a lot of spin.
Oh. Oh my gosh. No way that just happened. Just like that, it's a wrap on the inning. You know, speaking of wraps, I done a marathon deli.
But speaking of a lot of spin, didn't I say a lot of spin?
It had a lot of spin.
That's why you do the 2 hands. It worked out, unless he did it on purpose. I'm surprised they didn't call infield fly. I guess it wasn't high enough. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's exactly why they have the infield fly rule, so people can't do that.
Yeah.
So people can't purposely drop it
right.
and get the double play.
Exactly. I mean, not sure the coach came out to ask about that.
Yeah, I mean, I totally forgot about that rule because I remember back in softball, I never understood the infield fly rule until I was older.
I'll be right back.
You can ask about that.
I'm going to ask the assistant coach.
I will. I'm also pretty confused about that. That's actually the purpose of an infield fly ball rule. It's so that exact thing can't happen, and it just happened. So my dad is over there asking the coach about it. I'm very curious to know. Because if he actually caught that it would have just been 1 out because everyone would have stayed on the base. But instead, him dropping that made an easy double play because all of the runners we're still on their base. And my dad's on his way back, and I would love to hear a little bit more about that.
So the consensus was that it was not necessarily a fly ball. It was, semi-line drive. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a line drive, but
Yeah.
it wasn't really a fly ball. So
Okay. I don't think
judgment call.
I don't think he really had enough time to think about it. Like,
Yeah.
like when the ball goes way up there, you're like, okay, I could easily drop this, get the double
Right.
play. But when it was like that, it was kind of more quick. I can see the call.
Exactly.
Just happened to work out on the clocker's favor.
Yes. So that's the ruling. Didn't seem like anybody protested too much.
No.
So
Just that inning took an unexpected turn.
yeah. So Clockers
Would you even
get
call
up.
it an error?
Can't.
Right? I
No.
mean, it ended pretty well.
Clockers.
Clocker's up. This is number 5. This is Jake Tominski.
Bottom of the 5th as well. Leading 7-4. So just one run could have been really a big inning for the Blackhawks. But a very alert play by the pitcher, Max Dushny. And that's going to fall right into the left fielder's glove. That's the difference, because he's playing
up.
Playing up. So you'll make some, but you may give 1 or 2 up behind you. I'd rather play closer. Let somebody put it over your head.
Keegan Weiss at the plate.
Keegan struck out last time up.
Clockers still have the lead, 7-4.
Yes, they do.
Looking to extend the lead this inning.
That's what they do when they
Bat.
are a bat. Look to extend.
Did you just have-
Add runs.
I was thinking more for like a safe, like to feel safe,
Yes,
you know?
3 runs.
3 runs is nothing.
Does not feel safe in this game.
No, it doesn't.
Bellingham has put up some decent scores. I think they had a 10-run game recently.
Looked a little low. Looked a little low to swing. Still a strike, but
Good pitcher's pitch for Mayarano.
yeah. And that's almost the whole team has gotten hit. Yeah. I think that's just 5.
It could be.
He's hit 5, and then there's been 6.
See, he's
He's hit 5 people,
5.
and
and Houston.
Houston just hit 1,
You
yeah.
think it's 6?
I'm pretty sure it's 6.
Yep.
It's confirmed.
Probably confirmed.
It's probably. This is
Shea Donovan.
back to the top of the lineup.
Yes.
They've gone to the lineup a few times. I feel like I've seen probably his 4th time up.
Yeah.
That seem right?
Yes. Runner takes off.
Oh.
He could go to 3rd.
And he walked him.
Did he hit him?
What?
He hit him. He's saying he ducked it. Coach is protesting that he might have ducked into it with his elbow.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
it
he's
hit
been
him.
hit 3 times. So the coach is saying that Shea's elbow is over the plate, so it's
Right.
actually in the line of the ball.
Exactly. You can't stick it in the strike zone and
Right, you can't just hop in front of the ball and take the
Right.
walk. That's his 3rd out of 4 times he's been hit. I'm starting to think that maybe the coach is onto something.
well, maybe. Bad News Bears with Ogilvy.
Not sure I understand the reference.
You will when you watch the Bad News Bears today. The original
I will not
with
be watching it.
Walter Matthau
It says Cowan at
and
the plate.
Tatum O'Neal.
Little high.
Double steal, and he's in. Keegan Weiss with some good wheels.
He was already halfway there.
needed to have a perfect throw. The throw was almost there, but a little high. Good job by Seifert there to get the tag on him, go up and get it. So now
with runners on 2 and 3, there's no more forced play.
Right. Last time he went opposite field.
Oh.
That's a high one.
Oh, maybe he'll lose it in the
Tough sun. Good job.
Oh, almost took off.
Yeah.
That's 2 outs? I was really hoping this water would be frozen. That probably didn't make much sense to anyone listening, but my dad gave me a water and it's quite warm.
Well,
what are you going to do? Can't win them all.
Yeah. So 2nd and 3rd, Matt Neal. And do we figure
Good
out,
pitch.
was there 1 or 2? 1 or 2 out?
There's 2 outs.
Clockers leading 7-4, trying to build that cushion. Bottom of the 5th. Slow grounder through the grass, fielded cleanly, and that'll do it. The Clockers threaten, but not able to plate any runs there. So we go to the top of the 6th with the Ashland Clockers leading the Bellingham Blackhawks 7-4. You're watching Ashland Varsity Baseball on WACA-TV.
It's definitely gotten hot out. Would you like me to read another fortune, Father?
We can do one more.
We could. But first, let's play a game of Guess That Temperature.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What do you think it is outside?
It was 70 before.
Okay.
I'm going to say, speaking of 4, 74.
73. What do you think the real feel is?
73.
Yeah. Right on. All right, where's the fortune cookie? Right here? Is he going searching for the...
We're not even going to comment.
Okay.
This is COVID. Do what you got to do.
Cracking open a fortune for who needs a fortune, but it's actually not breaking.
Gonna alert me next time we do a fortune episode? I have to cue up the gong.
No one needs to cue up the gong. Just make the... You can just make the noise with your mouth or something.
That was with my mouth. I've gotten so good at it. Anyways, who needs a fortune? Going out to... Who do we dedicate this one to?
Jeez, dedicate it to me. I've been here for 2 hours.
Oh God! How about all the medical staff that has taken care of us during this unprecedented COVID year?
Yeah, it works for
Now
me.
we're coming to an end, and the first responders, and the athletes and cheerleaders.
You ready?
That one will never get old, will it?
No, I will live in
love
infamy.
I love it.
Oh, and
ground
apparently
ball
they started
to
playing.
Tominski, and he's not able to get the glove down. So Seifert.
Maybe we should dedicate this one to Sminsky.
Go ahead.
It says a long-term goal will soon be achieved. I'll say it again. A long-term goal will soon be achieved. Would
So
you like part of the fortune cookie? Because I wouldn't
Yeah,
want it.
maybe it's a long-term goal for this team to make the playoffs. And they may do that. So it's Mayarano.
Well, this fortune cookie
Stepping to the plate.
tastes stale and old. But I'll let you be the judge of that. Thoughts?
Very stale, very old. You know what it is? Some of these hermetically sealed wrappers that are in my backpack that I bring, every once in a while they get a little hole in them because of
I
water.
was taken off.
Seifert
You might have him. Oh. Throw was just a little better.
slides in. Getting a little ribbing from his teammates, but an alert play, seeing the ball scoot away from Herder. Gets himself in scoring position. It's not just speed.
Speed kills.
It's
A swing and a miss. This is the pitcher,
being
Mayarano.
alert. You got to be alert.
We need more alerts.
Absolutely. Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you.
I'll wash my shirt later that you just sneezed on.
Sneeze into my arm.
Nice breeze.
That looks good.
Little high pitch. And Dushny still in there on the mound, top of the 6th.
Yeah, he's been pitching a while.
We did see some action in the bullpen. Oh, a big
Foul
cut
tip
by
back.
Mayarano. Just needs to focus on the batter. Runner means nothing at this point.
Does he have any outs?
No outs.
A little high.
Yeah, he's had trouble getting the curveball down. And when he has gotten it down, they've been able to time it pretty good.
Pretty well.
That too. That also. That too with a TWO. That could fall in.
But
Nope. Oh.
a little bobble in the glove.
Yeah, a little bobble in the glove.
It's a little too close for comfort, but kept the
Yeah.
runner on second.
Donovan able to secure it nonetheless. Playing good depth for the off the righty. Now we got a lefty, so things move around. Keegan Weiss comes in a little bit.
1 out for the Blackhawks. Runner on second. Clocker's up 7-3.
7-4.
7-4. I just lied. Yeah, throwing a little high.
Yeah. This is Ladiseur. No, this is, I apologize. It looks like they subbed some. No, it is Ladiseur. Sorry, number 10.
Now a little low.
So, hold on. Ooh,
Oh, can't get to break.
squeezed him there.
It's going to be 3-0. This pitch needs to be perfect or
Yeah,
it's going to be a walk for Ladiseur.
right, which would bring the tying run to the plate. Once again, happy birthday to our
And
partner, Josh Abrams,
ball 4.
celebrating his something birthday. Not sure, 49 maybe?
No idea. So now we're going to have runners on first
Did I
and
get a
second.
text? I think he's asking, can Hallie sing me happy birthday?
No.
Did you see my happy birthday post to you on Facebook?
I might have. Let's see, this is number 21. This is Bain at the plate.
Representing the tying run,
Swing and a miss.
the top of the 6th. 7-4. 1 out.
Runners on first and second.
Got to realize the third baseman that don't have the speediest runner on second base. So if you do, well, that's one of the things you need to be aware of. So if Troutman does bobble it, you have time to recover and still make the play to get the lead runner.
May not be speedy, but he was a smart runner. He had a really good play while he was at first.
Mm-hmm. First time we've heard the pop of the glove all
Yeah.
day.
Throwing some heat on that one.
2 balls.
1 strike.
1 strike.
Yep.
Catches the corner.
Just like that, it's 2-2. Strikeout here would be huge. Give the Clockers 2 outs with a force at 1, 2, or 3.
Timeout. Batter steps out. Dushny looks into Herder for the call again. Sets. Fires.
Whoa.
And there's the K that was called for.
Looked a little low. But I think on 2 and 2 he should have been making the box
3
a
and
little
2.
bigger. It was 3 and 2?
No. I'm saying 3 and 2. You definitely have to. 2 and 2.
You gonna finish that sentence?
2 and 2. It's not necessarily as obvious a strike. Batter seems to get a little more leeway, and that's right at the center fielder.
And the inning is over.
And Neal
Or the half
handles
inning.
it. Yeah. So what started out as a little bit of a threat was quickly diffused, and Ashland will go to the bottom of the 6th with a 3-run lead, 7-4. That gives you time to, not today, but if it's not Sunday, phone in an order to Marathon Deli. Have it ready.
No.
Have them deliver it.
I'm actually going to Western
Whatever.
Nurseries today. Planting more flowers. We didn't get enough yesterday.
I don't think Western Nursery sponsors us. You can just say the nursery. Not the
nursery.
baby
Yeah,
nursery.
that's so vague.
Right, exactly.
I'm going to a nursery in West that will remain anonymous.
Sorry. Once we show them this tape, they'll want to sponsor us.
Yeah. They'll be kicking themselves for wondering why they haven't been sponsoring us the whole time.
Yeah. Speaking of pop-ups, flowers popping up all over the place lately. So it's going to be Mayarano stepping back to the mound. And
Ashland's going to wake up with bruises all over their body. It's 7? I think 7 people have gotten hit. But Shea Donovan was actually 3.
Jake Tuminski warming up. Tuminski loosening up again. Probably come out for the top of the 7th. Could be it for Dushny.
Had a great game.
Very
Allowed 4 runs.
admirable performance today. And leading it off for Ashland.
Luke Herter.
Herter's had a busy day behind the plate.
You know, catching's a very strenuous job. I mean, the field is, but pitching and catching, you're just always doing something. You know, especially the position you need to squat in. It's hot, the catching gear. A lot of respect.
Last time I played softball,
You were catcher?
I was catcher. Slow pitch league. And I hadn't played for a couple of years. So I'm
Foul
like,
back.
oh, no problem. I'll be catcher. Nice, easy. I'm just catching the ball, throwing it back. I don't have to run around in the field, run around the outfield.
Yeah. There's no way that ended well.
It did not end well.
Do you have a heat stroke?
Second inning, no, this guy on first, batter hits it to right field, gap. The guy from first runs all the way over. I'm like, okay, there's a rule. You can't run into the, there's like a no slide rule type thing.
Yeah.
The guy freaking bowls me over. I thought I fractured my arm. I'm
I
like,
would
what do
pay
you do?
money to see
You
it.
can't slide into the catcher. And it was like timeout for. I literally could not feel my arm. I had to literally throw the ball back with my other hand the rest of the game. I had.
Were you just not using a
I'm
glove?
like, who doesn't?
I was
Who,
like, were you
who
just-
doesn't like stand up or?
Oh, maybe
fly
we'll lose
ball.
it in the sun.
You know, they're conditioned for that. Yeah, so that was the last time I played, and
I thought you were going to say every time that you caught the ball and then needed to stand up and throw it back, that eventually you just got too tired and passed out.
no,
So how I thought the story was going.
I
But I
had-
think
I-
I like your version better.
I had the ball like 10 seconds before the guy even got to me, so it's one of those you can't run into the catcher to try and like.
Yeah.
It's not. It was like a co-ed league. The guy runs at me like.
You're definitely changing the story. It was definitely a woman.
What?
So it was definitely a woman that ran you over and you're
Right.
changing it
Yeah.
to make you sound a little less bad.
It was a guy. We were playing like.
Big guy? You remember? Surprised you don't remember his face. Sounds traumatic.
Well, I blacked out for like 10 minutes. I'm like, wait, this was the whole reason I took the catcher job. It's like so easy in slow pitch. You just
It's number 21. This is Cramer at the plate. There's no runners on for Ashland and 1 out.
Cramer. This is the lightning round. Got to get hit. Way up the high ones. Buy low, sell high. Another high one.
And that's
Good eye.
that's a walk. Ashland's got a runner on first now.
Without being hit by a pitch.
Right.
So 1 down. And Jack Reardon steps to the plate. Clockers would love to have another run or two here heading into the 7th.
That'd be safety.
Yeah, Bellingham has had a few opportunities.
Haven't capitalized.
Right. But it just seemed like at any point in time the dam could burst. Ashland's done a great job keeping their composure as the runner takes off.
And he's safe.
So Cramer gets a stolen base on a close play. Maybe he didn't tag him. Right, oh, there's the base. It's hard to see it from over here.
Yeah.
Now in scoring position for Reardon. Oh, chases the high one.
Was that 3? Oh. Apparently that was 3.
So 2 down.
And there's a runner in scoring position. And at the plate we have Jake Troutman. Oh. Really looking for that one.
Yeah, the changeup.
Yep.
Got him good. I don't get it. How'd you get me? Kicking and screaming?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, I didn't know.
That was the guy with like the buck teeth and the double chin.
Such an underrated movie.
It really is, and I quote it so much.
And it's
so many good
kid
quotes
friendly.
from it.
It really is family friendly.
If anyone out there hasn't seen Kicking and Screaming who's watching this, you really need to watch it. Will Ferrell, Mike Ditka.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of movies with Mike.
No,
Mike
you don't.
Ditka. You should though. He wasn't bad.
He was great. And the Italians.
Robert Duvall. You do see a lot with Robert Duvall.
I don't
Very
know who that
accomplished
is.
The coach, his dad.
Oh, his dad. I didn't know that was his name. He was pretty good as well.
Yeah. He was good in civil action as well.
Never seen it.
Right, and here we go.
And that's gonna be a pop-up. Looks like it's gonna go behind the backstop.
Out of play into the fan section,
And
almost into the other field where they're playing lacrosse.
speaking of lacrosse, I was walking past there. Those coaches were really aggressive.
Oh, that was with the little kids,
Those
right?
the little kids. They were really young, and a kid
Right.
fell.
Oh, yeah?
And the coach was like, "Get up, we don't fall."
Wow.
He's like, "You're the last one up in it." It was actually pretty funny.
Well, what's funny is I was walking in with one of the dads was with one of it with his kid,
It's
and they were running in.
It's pretty
And he's
serious.
like, "Remember what the coach said? If you're 10 minutes early, you're late. If you're not 10 minutes early, you're late." I'm like, "Oh, I thought it was 5 minutes, but
Yeah.
okay."
No, these little kids are good. They take
Right.
it seriously, rightfully so.
Right. Oh,
and
and
that's gonna be
it's another Okay.
No, that's not what Ashland needed. Back-to-back strikeouts.
No, but we go to the
We're going to the top of the seventh.
Top of the seventh.
And Bellingham's going to need at least 3 runs to stay in this game.
Yeah. So yeah, no, but the dad's like dragging his kid. The kid's got like an inhaler. He's like, "Hold on, Dad, I'm trying to catch up." It's like, "Come on, Coach says if you're 10 minutes, not 10 minutes early, you're late." Okay, well, I'll be late. I'll take a check mark.
Yeah, the kid fell, and he was obviously the last one across. And the coach was like, "You don't want to be the last one across." I'm like, "He fell." They were backpedaling.
Right. So. Listen, I've never coached. I just
Nor
know
should you.
I'd be a great coach, first of all.
At what?
Doesn't matter. Life, anything.
Life coach.
But sports.
Sports, no.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with the fundamentals. But
Yeah, maybe like a women's softball league. They're mid-40s.
whatever. It's got to be fun, though. I like instilling, responsibility and stuff like that. But there's fine line.
Good balance.
Yeah,
Gotta find a good
Keep
balance.
the balance. Keep
Oh,
the
we have
balance.
a pitching change here.
That's what we were talking about. Jake
Tominski.
Tominski.
See if you can wrap up the game for the Clockers.
He will be heading to Bryant College in the fall. What is the nickname of the Bryant school?
Bulldogs? Like their mascot?
Yeah,
Are they the Bulldogs?
I don't know.
I could have totally just made that up just because they both start with B.
Bryant
I'm going to
Bearcats?
Bearcats?
I don't know. Cincinnati.
Mine
is.
sounded better.
Okay, here
I
we go.
vaguely remember
All right, whatever.
Bryant
see.
mascot. Tupper the Bulldog. I'm a genius.
Tupper?
His name's Tupper.
Really?
I didn't just make that up. No, I just looked that up. Tupper the
Wow.
Bulldog.
That's.
Yep.
I know.
Well, do you know what the
I
Florida
know a
Gators'
Dave-
name is?
I know a Dave Tupper.
Oh.
Coached Ashland football.
Do you know what the name of the
Basketball.
gator is?
It is Tubby.
It's not. It's
That's-
Albert.
Really?
And the woman's Alberta.
It's not. What
Gotta
was
finish
the,
that sentence,
No, I'm
but-
trying to think. What was the gator I watched? Happy Gilmore the other day. The gator that
With the
with the
eye?
one eye. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think it had a name. Maybe.
Why would it have a name? Wasn't their pet? All right, at the plate for the Blackhawks.
So is there an actual gator for Florida?
What do you mean?
Like,
Like
an
mascot?
actual alligator that they keep in like a.
No, there's just gators around campus.
Have you seen one?
I haven't, and all my friends have seen so many, and I just probably because the only walking route I take every day is just to the sorority house.
Mm-hmm.
Because Lord knows I didn't go to class. So, and a pass ball, but it doesn't really matter. I can't really make out the number of the bat.
Oh,
Number 3.
there we go.
Just what I needed. Number 3, we're
Camp.
back at the
Baloney?
top of the lineup for the Blackhawks. It's Campolone. Either one.
Oh, it's gonna go foul.
I wouldn't chase after that. Dad, go get that.
Nope. Good job by Weiss. Camp's under it.
And 1 out of 3 down.
Yes.
It's 2 more to go. And it's game over.
And again, gives us a moment to thank our sponsor today and oftentimes Marathon Deli.
Yep.
And our crew, Nick Cunningham and Connor Donovan. And
Let's spit outside.
and myself and Team Silver Squared, Hallie Silver. Oh, always a pleasure to
No, it's good to be back.
have you back and squeeze a game in. We might get some basketball maybe next year. That one could drop in. That's another tough one. This
Oh.
time, he makes
Little
the
last-minute adjustment. Yeah, but he got
Yeah.
it. And that's
It-
2 down and just 1 more, and then that's a clocker win.
Yeah, I definitely could see it was the sun again, but he was
Oh, yeah.
able to. He was kind of prepared. I think last time he just looked up and probably was blinded by it.
Yeah.
So 2 down, and they are down to their final out. Blake Simpson. As Jake Tominski has come in here at the top of the 7th, and that's gonna turn him around, and that falls in. And that's actually Jake Tominski's position, second base. So
So that must be Dushney.
filling in is, was that Dushney?
I believe so.
Yeah, I can see it now, yes. So signs of life as the tying run is in the on-deck circle.
Number 24 is at the plate.
Cleanup hitter. Is that
This is
Wilson?
Wilson.
The volleyball.
Oh.
Right?
And tennis rackets and basketballs, right?
No, I'm talking about from, what's the movie with Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks.
Where he's where he's
That's so vague.
shipwrecked on the island.
Shipwrecked on the island.
Thank you, Castaway. There's my stat man. Castaway. The ball.
I've
He
never
calls
seen
him
it.
Wilson.
Oh, wait. Maybe I have. Did it,
The
was it like his pet, kind of?
yeah, he had the handprint, the bloody handprint, but he called it Wilson. That was his companion on the island. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I've seen a part, but
But yes, it is sporting equipment.
yes, that's what I thought you were referring to. Nice little change up there. What?
It reminds me of college years. My roommates, they called my roommate Spalding, and he thought they were calling him Spalding because he played tennis and had a racket stringer. They were calling him Spalding because of the character in Caddyshack.
I
He
see.
didn't realize that till senior year. I didn't call him Spalding. I always called him Rick. Gentleman and a scholar and a great, great person.
All right.
So, but
Back-
Spalding makes sporting equipment. Back to the game, right? Oh,
Oh,
the changeup, nice hop, fires it over to first, and that's
and
the
that's
game.
it. That's it. That's a clocker win.
And that was a nice play by Troutman.
Fielded it cleanly, and that's what they needed to do.
So the final from Walker Field here.
7-4,
Ashland Clockers moved to 3-2 on the season.
and the Blackhawks are 3-3 now.
Yeah, great job by Dushney on the mound today.
Good job by Tominski finishing it off.
And the key hit of the day, key play, I'd say would be the triple,
Triple.
by
Definitely.
Connor Cowan. It kind of broke the game open. He came in to score on the next play over. I say we give Connor Cowan the silver medal.
I'd have
Do
to
you
agree.
agree?
I'd have
Agreement?
to agree with that.
But a good team win overall.
Yep.
A few shaky plays in the field, but
By both teams.
Yep, but that's why they're not undefeated. Hopefully they're gearing up for a playoff time. There will be playoffs in this COVID season. We did find out. So
Really? How many regular season games are there?
I think there's about 10 or 12. So they go to 3-2 on the season. That's about it. So from Walker Field, Ashland High School, final is Ashland Clockers 7, Bellingham Blackhawks 4. On behalf of our crew, Nick Cunningham and Connor Donovan, and my partner,
Hallie Silver.
Holly Silver, I'm Rob Silver, saying good day and
And
go
go
Clockers.
Clockers.